Hi, I'm Alice Hoffmann, an indie comic artist from Austria. Today I'll continue telling you what it was like to work on a submission for Silent Manga Audition 14 in 2020. I never finished a comic in a tight deadline before, so I made sure to plan the process out properly and started writing my script early. A huge thank you to the friends who helped me with detailed feedback. Seriously, it's kinda hilarious how I oftentimes skip showing important information in my initial drafts. To me, everything is already so obvious after I have thought about it so many times in my head. To the readers though, not so much. Other people may have a tendency to add too much fluff that drags out the plot more than needed. Both challenges can be worked on a lot easier with some alpha readers who give out honest opinions. The characters all needed a design, of course. To be sincere though, this is where I was too stingy with my time investment. A general feedback by the judges for this competition round's submissions was that the character designs could have been more unique. I pretty much went with my first character design ideas because I was too afraid that if I'd get too hung up on exploring options, I might never start drawing the pages in time and just miss the deadline. A little more experimentation though definitely wouldn't have hurt. Once I had both the script and characters ready, I did a storyboard. Doing panels without planning seems unnecessarily difficult. With a storyboard, one can still move stuff around and see if it works. I did my best, but there's still so much I have to learn about dynamic paneling. An issue I ran into was that I tried to do too much with this wordless short story. Silent Manga Audition winner entries usually have fewer characters and simpler plots. This way, the emotions can be presented in a clearer way too. I attempted to achieve at least a little bit more impact with fun, over-the-top character reactions. I may sound a bit strict when talking about my work, but I think it's important to keep looking for what aspects can be improved next time. After all this preparation work, drawing was a blast. Intense, but so fun. By the way, I worked pretty smartly compared to my former process. I used The Sims 3 to set up the base perspective for certain architecture shots. For recurring character details, like the witch's earrings, I made custom brushes. There's nothing to prove to anyone once you know that you can do something the normal way already. Sometimes, saving time is just worth way more. That July in 2020, I was pretty single-minded about just finishing this project. I didn't really watch news or doom scroll, and you know what? That's absolutely okay because I'm not really working on solving big world issues in the first place. Being informed in itself is probably a good thing, but it can easily turn into an obstacle when you're caring too much about things that you don't ever personally interact with. It was deeply refreshing to get some distance. That's why even now I am picky about when I choose to check news and stuff like that. Honestly, if it were up to me, everyone would get as much time as they need to spend on something they really care about instead of being unnecessarily anxious. For the very last page, I pulled an all-nighter because I wanted to make sure that it is exactly the way I envisioned it. I don't endorse doing all-nighters except in absolute exception cases because you can seriously wreck your health by sacrificing sleep. It isn't a sustainable strategy. To be frank, I would 100% prefer mangaka to take at least double the time for new chapters and make sure that their health doesn't go down the drain. I think it's a pointless strategy when people like Kentaro Miura die at 55, when they could have easily reached a normal life expectancy in a more reasonable industry. So yeah, I still get why people choose this path compared to a standard life script TM way of living, but I can't say that the current manga publishing cycle is fine the way it is. In the end, everyone has to choose their own path. This comparatively mild experience showed me that I wouldn't want to work for a traditional publisher, but I still love creating comics. Learning that is priceless. I didn't win in the competition, but I still personally won in terms of experience and had fun on my journey of drawing like crazy for a month. I will find a way to make my dream come true on my own terms. I hope you enjoyed today's video with all its tangents. See you next time. Bye!